what's on your mind going into your, getting towards your first postseason?
Our game tomorrow, honestly. We still got a couple games to finish out here. Haven't really thought about playoffs too much, obviously. We've known for a little bit, but we still got a job to do. So I think just taking it game by game, and it'll come when it will come.
Does that help prevent any nervousness or jitters or anything like that? Or do you expect that when it does come that you'll feel the intensity ramp up?
No, I mean, we were talking a little bit about it today. And try not to think about it too much, honestly. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's the same thing we've been doing all year, showing up, playing games, winning games, so it's nothing new for us.
Frank, when you're playing on a line with a guy who's got 50 goals and you're a guy who likes to shoot a lot, is there, are you starting to try to think a little differently at times when you're out there with Kreider in scoring situations, or do you just have to do what you do well?
No, I think when you change the way you play, and obviously Kreider's a special player, so is Mika, so you can't change the way you play. Obviously Kreider has 50 goals, Mika has almost 30, so if whoever's open gets the puck, and obviously me and Kreider are shooters, so we're trying to get open for Mika. But no, nothing changes. Just guys open, make the play, just play simple hockey.
Did you have any vision or goals or anything, like when you came here, was there an ideal way for it to play out, and how close to that has it come in your mind?
Yeah, my goal here was just, come here, play hockey, help this team win. And that's what I've been trying to do every single night, just bring my intensity and energy. And was fortunate enough to play with some great players. This whole team is, it's great players in throughout the lineup. And, now to be playing with Kreider and Mika, it's obviously great. But like I said, just coming here to help this team win hockey games. And that's what I've been trying to do since I've been here.
Frank, how do you look at the last couple of games today? What's your mindset?
I think how we've took it all year. I've only been here about a month, so everyone goes about their business professionally and take it one game at a time. We're still working in the standings. There's still some hockey here, left to be played, and we're trying to get as high as possible, going into the playoffs and playing good hockey.
Did you have to do anything to tailor your game to play with Mika and Chris?
No, playing with those guys, they play a fast game and a simple game, and I think that's how I play, and I think that's why it's worked out. And like I said all the time, you can't change the way you play if you're playing in the top spot. If you're up and down the lineup, you just got to bring that game you bring every single night, regardless of who you're playing with.
DeAndre, you guys are neck and neck for giving up the fewest goals this year with Carolina. How much pride, obviously that's a team thing and a goalie thing too, but as a D-corps, how much pride do you guys take in being in the running for that kind of award, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it in the first part of that question, our goaltending. Having those 3 back-to-back shutouts, unbelievable for our group and for our goalies. They've been unreal all year, so having that confidence back there gives us the confidence defensively to keep doing what we're doing. I mean, obviously it's worked all year, so I don't think really changing anything per se. But yeah, it does give us that boost and that trust that if we do break down defensively, that our goalies have been able to come up with those big saves when we need them.
You guys, there's so many high-powered offensive players on this team. There's a lot of good numbers offensively, but to kind of have that defensive number of being a team that's given up the fewest, the second fewest, is that something that you guys take note of too?
I mean, personally, no. I'm not really too into those stats, I guess. I think just trying to keep the puck out of our net is the goal every night, no matter who we're playing, no matter what the situation. Sucks getting scored on, being out there when things aren't going right. But luckily we've been able to, like I said, have those goalies step up their game when they need to and make big saves.
Does it feel like you guys haven't had to lean on the goalies as much though in the second half of the season? Does it feel like things have been tighter defensively?
Definitely. The second half has been really good for us. I mean, defensively, we haven't given up that many chances compared to the beginning of the season. So I think just sticking with what we're doing and playing simple defensively and translating that into less goals against.
Why do you think there's been that improvement?
I mean, our goalies have been unreal. There's no other way around it. I mean, you look at Chesty's numbers. There's a reason why we haven't given up that many goals. I mean, he's standing on his head every night. Then we have Georgie coming in when he needs to. I don't know what the stat was a couple of days ago, but he had like 7 wins in a row or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's huge for our team. Huge for him and his confidence too.
I guess I'm getting more at like you guys giving up fewer shots, giving up fewer scoring chances. Like, what do you think has been better about the defense in the last couple months?
Just playing simple, getting the puck out of our zone when we need to. We do get hemmed in, playing tighter to the net, and working out from there, blocking shots, just doing those little things.
Kevin, what has Coach Gallant done to help you in your development this year, if anything? And Frank, I would ask like what you've noticed about his coaching since you've been.
I think he's just been consistent, coming in each day, holding us to a certain standard of trying to get better each day and tightening up those things that we need to improve on to be that team that could win. He's been really solid for us, and I think everybody in that locker room believes that he's a coach that holds us to a certain standard, and guys have a lot of respect for that.
Carolina tomorrow, what importance do you guys place on winning the division, if any? Just kind of being able to keep that alive with the win.
Yeah, I think obviously the main goal is to win as many games as possible. First place is obviously up for grabs, but first or second place you still got home ice, and for us obviously getting first would be great, but we got to win hockey games anyway. So wherever we end up in the standings, wherever we play, we're gonna be happy with wherever we are.
Okay. Thanks,
Frank,
guys.
I'm sorry, could the follow up on that, like what you've noticed since you've been here about the coach?
Yeah, the biggest thing about Turk, I think he doesn't restrict your game. He kind of lets you go out there and play. If you're an offensive guy, he wants you to make plays, but within that structure, he also wants you to play smart. And there is some, obviously he holds you accountable if you make the mistakes, but he doesn't, like I said, doesn't restrict the way you play. He wants the offensive guys to make the plays, and it's just great to have a coach like that. If you mess up, you messed up, but you're gonna have that confidence to go out there and still make plays.
When you first came, did he talk to you and say, just be yourself?
Exactly. That's exactly what he said. Be yourself, play hockey, good player, and just go out there and have your game speak for itself.